Good day, my name is Tobias Müller. I'm Managing Consultant Partners at iET Solutions, and I want to show you some basic informations on the iET Enterprise Workcenter, especially login and menu functionalities. If we have a look on the iET Workcenter, we open up with a double click on the icon. There are three things that might happen for the login. The first thing you could do is a single sign-on. This means that your Windows credentials are just passed through the login process and you do not have to type in any username or password. A second possibility would be to use the authentication against the Active Directory system, where you have to type in your Windows user and your Windows password, which we do not use here either. We use the third possibility to use an iET internal authentication system. So I have a user called Grafton and I say save username. If you use this checkbox, the username is saved, and if you reopen the Workcenter, you do not have to type it in, but it's predefined and you only have to enter the password, which is empty at this example. If you now have the menu or the Workcenter, I want to show you something on the menu. The first thing is you can connect or disconnect via the menu. Then you can use a new tab, new Windows, or a close tab. And if you have opened up a record, you can attach files, or if you have a form with attachments, you can save the attachments. Let me show what it means to use the new window. It opens up a new window, exactly the same Workcenter as you have seen it right here. This is useful if you have, for example, a system with two monitors and you want to open two Workcenters. If you would open up it with another double click on the iET Workcenter icon, you would consume another license. If you open a second window with this new window functionality, you do not need a second license. And as you know, iET is licensed with concurrent users. The next menu is Edit. You have the normal things like undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, and select all. The more important thing are the shortcuts just in behind this menu entries, because you can use the iET Workcenter nearly without any mouse, only with your keyboard. The third menu is the View menu with status bar and show record edit message. The status bar is on the bottom of the window. I just deselect it and reselect it again. We will see what the status bar can show you afterwards. The show edit record edit message means that if you save a record within iET and it's a new record, you get a pop-up with a message that this new record is added and you see the record number. If you do not want to see these messages, just deselect it here. The next thing is Tools. A tool is out of office. If I select out of office, you see in the status bar a new icon and it shows that you are marked as out of office. Let me show you what this means. If I open an incident form and then select and wrap where I'm predefined as me, but I clean it up to show you some informations. Here you see that now I'm marked red, so that it is possible to see that I'm out of office. If I now say I'm back in the office and I reopen the selection, you see I'm marked with a green icon. This is very helpful if you do some load balance among your reps to see who is in the office, who is possibly able to solve or to work on some of the records. Let me clean this again. So the last menu entry is the help entry. That are the normal help for Workcenter, the help for an ITSM, the administrative help, or the About iET Enterprise Workcenter, where you can see the version of your Workcenter. This might be very helpful if you have trouble with your Workcenter. The next thing I want to show you is in the upper right corner. That's a full text search. Within iET, you can define areas which are indexed by the full text search and gives you hits if you type in here the words you're searching for. You always have access to all applications which are assigned to you with the full text. So there are full text defined in each of these specific applications. Here I got some hits from the knowledge base, from the service request and the incident regarding to the theme paper. On the lower part of the monitor, you have the status bar. You see two switch buttons on the left side. That's the switch user and the switch group. If I now open the switch group user, you see a list of users where I am allowed to switch to. This is centrally administrated, and not every user is allowed to switch to any user or to specific users. If I now switch to Baxter, you see the status bar changes and I'm defined as user Baxter, and I see his filters, his views, his informations. You remember I opened up this as Grafton, and here I'm predefined as the transfer owner rep. If I now open up a new ITSM overview, there is Baxter as the predefined rep. This is very helpful if you are the deputy of a specific person, or if you have to see what views, what filters are prepared for specific other reps or other groups, as you are also allowed to switch the groups. Next information is the server. Here you see on which server you are connected. And the last thing I want to show you is on the right bottom. That's the zoom. You just could grab the zoom bar with your left mouse and zoom in or zoom out. Or you can do a double click on the numbers and type in the zoom factor you want to see. So let's say 200 to zoom in or only 50 to zoom out. Thank you for your attention. My name is Tobias Müller. I'm Managing Consultant Partners at iET Solutions. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact me or my colleagues. You found our contact information on our homepage. That's iet-solutions.com.